Welcome to K-Drama Divas, a podcast and community for passionate fans of Korean dramas. Join us as we explore the captivating world of K-dramas, discussing the latest releases, timeless classics, and everything in between. Whether you're a seasoned K-drama addict or just stepping into this addictive realm, get ready to laugh, cry, and fangirl with the K-Drama Divas. You're listening to the K-Drama Divas. My name's Amanda.
I'm Maureen.
I'm Serena.
Welcome to our latest podcast on When Life Gives You Tangerines. Just kidding. Don't got me to move on from tangerines.
Oh, trust me, it was easy.
No, I've had trouble moving on. Hey, it was a really good drama to me. It really was.
It was.
And it was so sad. And I don't like sads. I repeat, I don't like sad. But it just, for some reason, it's hard to move on.
I've been there, done that. It's like 3 years back.
Do you feel like I need to watch a really good rom-com now?
Yes.
But we are.
Yeah.
The one we've seen before.
Okay.
That's true.
And we'll be podcasting on that one too.
We'll leave it to be a mystery. I don't know when we're actually going to podcast.
It's an old one, but we love it.
An old one, but a good one.
Yes.
What if the month of May, we only have podcasts of our most favorite dramas of all time?
How do you pick? I know you
know.
two can pick, but I can't pick. And it would have to be one we haven't already podcasted on, right?
And then She Was Pretty.
Yeah. Queen of Tears.
Oh, we did that.
I know. Oh, did we do?
You like King of the Land.
Oh, yep.
We could do King of the Land. So I would pick She Was Pretty. You would pick
What's Wrong with Secretary Kim?
And King of the Land. We should have done our favorites in February.
Oh my gosh.
Next year, we need to put that on the calendar.
But what if we don't find any favorites between now and then?
Oh, yeah, right.
Speaking of favorites, what are you guys watching? Did you start anything since tangerines?
I did.
I thought about buying tangerines this week. I'm like,
Seriously?
well, yeah.
I can't believe that I just have such a totally different take on it.
I think you do.
I
think you do.
It doesn't mean it's wrong. We can all have different opinions.
Thanks. Okay, what are you watching?
I am watching Buried Hearts, which is so good. I mean, it's really good. And I'm on episode 10. There's 12 episodes.
Oh.
Wow.
So, but I'm also watching another thing that's on Netflix right now.
And she stares at the BTS poster.
And it's with Jin. And I cannot think of the man's name, but it's his B&B. And it's a really strange B&B. He wanted to make it like cartoonish. And
Bed and breakfast?
yeah. But it's on a boat, on a barge. They built this house.
Wait a minute. I'm so confused. Is this so Jin? It's a reality TV show.
Oh, it's a reality show.
Yes, it's a reality.
And does he visit lots of bed and breakfast?
No,
Just this one.
just this one.
How many episodes are about
I
this
think
one?
they have 9 episodes and they've had 3 so far.
All about this bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
But it's a weird bed and breakfast.
Oh, yeah. And they have actual
Oh, yeah.
people that stay. They're not celebrities. They're just regular.
That's normal folk.
Well, they're all youngish, but
Hey, we're young, eh? Right?
they're like college age, a lot of them basically right now. But it's funny because we were in for the shock of their life.
What makes it so
Oh my gosh. Well, the first time there was going to be a typhoon, so they had to go with plan B, which was in the mountainous area of this place. I cannot think of the name of it. It's a very strange
Is it
name.
in South Korea?
Yes.
Oh,
Plan this during that season.
I don't know. But anyway, so
what is Jin working there or just?
yeah, Jin is one of the
Oh, he's staff.
yes, he's stat.
Oh, you didn't explain that.
Yeah. So, and this other girl that I forget what she's on. She is on the show too. So it's this man who's, I guess, known on television there. He is 41. And
So
then,
he's the old guy.
yeah,
The token old
exactly.
guy.
But it's him. It's his show. And his B&B. And then Jen is 32. And then this girl is, I don't know. She might be around 32.
Is she
Or
single?
30.
Maybe she should date Jen.
She's single. I know. I keep watching him, seeing if he's looking at her to,
Does he? Don't you think he'd make him cut that part out if he was?
No, not necessarily her.
Oh,
But anyway,
okay.
they were saying beforehand, they said, we need like a globally, we need a global person, a global star.
But they picked BTS. That's pretty global.
And they were saying, you know what, BTS, that'd be fantastic if we could get someone from BTS. And then he pops up. So it's like, oh yeah, they didn't know about it. I just love it though, because he has fixed dinner. Well, he is a good cook.
I didn't know.
Oh my gosh, him and JK are the best. Well, Sugar's good too. But anyway,
They're good husband material, huh?
yeah, they are. He fixed some kind of beef stew for dinner.
Did you
tonight.
write down the recipe? Are you going to make it for us?
Oh, they didn't exactly show him doing everything, so
Oh,
sorry.
it's okay. What can you do?
But anyway, it's a funny show. It really
And
is
what's
funny.
it called? We have to give it a plug.
I know. It's
Keon's Bizarre B&B.
yes, and it is a bizarre.
It's on Netflix,
Yeah.
you said.
Netflix produced it.
It premiered yesterday.
Wow, they gave 3 shows. But there's not another
Okay,
one
you
to
want
list.
it?
Into the whole reality shows. I feel like the two of
I've
you.
always liked
I was
those.
going to say, did you not like reality shows?
I mostly stick to dramas.
But before all this?
Oh, before I became K-drama obsessed?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
In your previous life.
Yeah. That's true. In my previous life, I did like reality TV.
Okay.
But for some reason, in the K-drama life, I was thinking about this yesterday, actually, because I know you guys, there's a couple you've wanted me to watch.
Right.
And maybe we should have a podcast episode where you try to convince me. But I guess it's my time. I don't have a lot of time. So would I want to watch a variety show or reality TV, or do I want to watch a K-drama? I want to watch a K-drama.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think that's wide. And then I'm like, do I really like the reality TV? But Jenny's Kitchen, I did enjoy that. And
See?
at the same time, it kind of makes me fall asleep. So, do I really like it?
But
It's relaxing.
little that I saw of Jenny's Kitchen, it was pretty. There was like there was nothing exciting, and maybe it's just the 5 minutes I watched, but
That's pretty.
there's nothing really to get you excited or get you worked up to not make you go to sleep, right?
That's true. That's
That's
true.
why they needed B. He did well for their rating. Really well.
But he did well for the ratings, but did he add spice to did it like uptick the, do you know what I'm trying to say? Everybody was just kind of
V was very subdued as well.
subdued.
Except
That's a
when
good
he
word.
ate like 4 packs of ramen.
Yeah.
He seemed a little hyper then, but that's it.
but that was it. So,
He's very low key.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so
They're just working.
that's the
They're
thing.
just celebrities working.
Yeah. So maybe is this one have a little more excitement to it?
I think it does.
Okay.
But it's really quirky. Oh my gosh, it's quirky.
Huh.
When you can only get into the house by like rock climbing up
Oh.
and going through a window, there's no door.
Well, no wonder it's only young people wanting to go. I don't want to climb up a wall.
They didn't
go
know
through a
about
window.
it until they got there.
Yeah,
That's
but there's
funny.
a certain reason
Yeah.
who they picked. They're not going to have a
I mean,
harmony.
they have 2 slides coming down. One slide, the pink slide, lands there.
Land would do this
Lands right where they are on
on deck.
deck. The other one goes into the ocean.
So amazing.
Wow.
That would be fun.
Fun?
Stay there when we go to Korea.
Yeah. Okay, you have to text me what it's called.
Well, it's Kind's Bizarre B&B. Kian.
She'll text us later.
Yeah, text me because
Yeah.
I won't remember that. And I don't have a pen.
Oh, yeah, definitely quirky.
Okay. Everyone, you've heard it. It just came out last week, or well,
Yesterday.
for us, but by the time you listen,
Yeah.
last week.
Okay.
But what are we talking about tonight?
Cinderella at 2 a.m.
I love this one.
Me too. Me too. And we needed to talk about something more happy
Yes.
and more us. Not that Tangerines is an us, but we love, the sappy K-drama love.
Right.
I had a hard time with this one, though.
Excuse me.
Now I'll give you the dirty look.
I'm confused because I thought you were...
Yeah, no, it was good. I just had, and I know this is so bad, but I had trouble with the age difference.
See, and I didn't even realize there was I know that at the beginning, they talked about how he was younger, but I didn't know.
14 years.
Are you
but-
being sexist?
I know.
Ages.
isn't
Just
it?
say it. Call it as a bit. We all
I
have our
would
things.
never have guessed that in the drama there was that many years between them.
well,
Wait, is that in real life?
In real life,
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
14
you're
years.
upset about real life. They're acting, though.
I know. But in the drama, she's Anuna anyway.
But, Mom, really?
So is that the
I
only
know.
thing you didn't like about it?
At least you own your prejudice. We all have our thing.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
do.
I don't know. And then also, I just can't get over her being in hospital playlist. It was very hard to see her in this when she was.
When I saw that she was in hospital playlist, I pulled up hospital playlist like online, and I didn't. Is she the main girl doctor in the hospital?
Oh no, she's the one that gets with the pediatrician.
He was going to become a priest.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? She looks nothing like she
I
did
would-
in Hospital Playlist to me. Because she's older. It's been some years, right?
3 years.
That's it.
And I thought they looked so cute together.
I loved them together.
I
Then.
did.
So I'll tell you, I don't know if we want to. The three of us are perfect because we all have different opinions.
Yes.
And we're not afraid to tell each other.
What?
I don't know where it was going. I'm so sorry.
We were talking about how cute they were together.
Oh, yeah, we were.
She was very cute.
You didn't.
He'd be cuter with someone else. Right?
I didn't find her particularly cute.
Well, okay. I know. We take it that you don't like her.
No,
in
I
this.
do like her, but I didn't find her particularly cute.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
You should be sorry to her because, we do have some listeners in South Korea, and I think she's one of them. And Park Seo-joon is.
It's too much.
Oh,
At least we make ourselves laugh.
Well, someone was making each other look. Or he doesn't laugh.
I know. Oh, okay. So, she's our female lead.
mm-hmm.
We're going to work on trying to say names. Female lead.
Yes.
Well, that's
How
her
soon
character name.
Yeah, Ha Yoon So.
Mm-hmm.
And she works in an office. And isn't she the marketing manager? She's very capable.
She's the team lead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she is involved with her younger colleague.
Who supposedly is kind of like an intern. He's just like
Yes.
entry level.
Exactly.
He just came on board at like the lowest level.
Yeah, Soju one.
Yes. And I kind of was surprised that when I looked at both of their profiles, neither one of them have been really in a whole lot of things. And he's relatively new to the industry, isn't he, as an actor?
I haven't seen him in anything for sure.
But I think this is like the second or third thing he's been in, I think, is all. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. And honestly, I knew the second male lead
Yeah.
more than him.
Yes. And I loved him.
No.
Yeah.
I've got to say, there's only been one other thing I've liked him in, and that was Dr. Slump.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the other stuff, I have not liked him in, like Forecasting Love and Weather. He
Mhm.
played such a
Sleazy character.
Yes.
But in this one, and Dr. Slump, I think
Yes.
he has turned, we've turned to him.
Yes.
Yes.
He's redeemed himself.
Definitely. Yeah. Because he plays these cute characters.
Yes.
He really does.
Yeah. You
I
can't help but love him.
loved the second. I loved him, and I loved his wife.
Yeah. And her
Uh-huh.
story.
Yes,
my
their
goodness.
storyline was so good.
Yes.
I know. So I watched this during the period of time when I was sick and I got in my K-drama slump.
Yeah.
Remember where I'd start and stop and I couldn't decide what to watch. I remembered Serena saying Cinderella at 2 a.m. was so cute. So it got me out of my slump. I was like, okay,
Oh, good.
I know. So, but at first, well, I did start and stop this one too, I have to tell you. Because the first scene, she's breaking up with him basically, or she's with them. Ha Yoon So is with the male lead Soju One's mother.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She's basically the typical mother saying, if you break up with my son, I'll give you money.
Mhm.
And of course you think she won't do it. But then
Girl.
she does.
Yeah.
What in the world?
And she's so stone cold, has no expression, no reaction, no anything. She just is like,
Right.
it doesn't phase her one bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Very stoic about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I don't want to watch this.
Right?
Because you know how I am. Right. And I thought, this is terrible. And then when she says, I'm going to break up with him slowly so that he doesn't really realize it's happening.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch her break up with him. So I turned it off. I don't even think I got past the first dinner scene with them. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, no way. But then I thought, I trust Serena. I don't know why. But
And pay you good.
I'll try it. And so I went back and I'm so glad I did. Yeah. But because it turns out that she thought their relationship was hopeless because he's basically the owner of the company she works at.
Yeah.
And that's not too much of a spoiler because you find out right away.
Right. And they really, really loved each other. And she dated him for a long, long time before she knew
Yes.
who he was.
He never told her.
He
No.
kept it from her.
And there was one scene where she was like, oh, let's go to your house or something like that. And he was like doing everything he could to not go to his house, you know?
Red flag. If someone won't let you into your house, run. If you've been dating for more than a month, I don't know.
Maybe a little more than a month.
Okay.
Especially these days. You can't
Maybe a
trust
few
people.
months. Still, if they won't let you, wonder
Mhm.
why.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Anyway,
I mean, obviously, she is doing everything she can to break up with him for many reasons. And she's got a lot going on in her life. But he is so smitten with her that he is going to pursue her and do anything and everything he can to try to get her to not break up with him.
yeah, and
Including his office.
yeah,
Funny.
I thought, well, which brings you to the two office people. Yeah. Oh my word, you've got to love the guy. Do we have his name somewhere?
Oh,
We've got to give his name. Give him a word.
They were pretty funny.
Oh my word, he was hilarious, and all the stories and that he would make up just from one little piece of information that he probably didn't fully have anyway. And he would just come up with this whole, no matter what the situation was, he was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I almost thought the two of them were going to get together at some point,
Yeah.
but they never did, which was kind of sad to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up his name. I don't know if this is him or not. I don't really know.
Do you want me to see?
And I don't know how to say his name. And I don't know which one's his name. And
I don't like phone or anything.
Yu Sung by Zhang Hua. This is fabulous. You know how I am. We don't know. We're not sure. Whoever he was amazing. At the end of episode 1 is when I got hooked. Because you didn't really know what was happening. She broke up with him. And I thought maybe that's the end of their story. And because he found out about the money. It's like hearing that your girlfriend took money from your mom to as a bribe to break up with you. That's as low as it could get.
Right.
But then when he shows up at the end of episode 1 and is like, I'm not letting you go, I was like, what? It was a twist.
It was a good twist.
Mm-hmm.
Because she really, I mean, and not only was it just because of the, I don't know, what'd you say, the economic difference between them, but their backgrounds are so different. She had so much going on with her brother and that whole scenario.
That's true.
And
She was taking care of her brother.
She was from basically an abusive domestic violence home.
Horribly. And at what age? At such a young age, she always protected him. And then she just took him and ran. She was like 12 or something, wasn't she?
No, but it was pretty young. She ran away with him.
And it was all just to get him out of the horrible. And just the scene of her like running out in the street and her yelling, "Save me," when her dad was after her, and nobody even batted an eye. That just killed me.
That was so disturbing. And I mean, I hope it's not really like that. I mean, I know it's a movie, it's like made up, right? It's a story, but it just makes you think like never turn a blind eye to someone when they're crying out for help, because you don't know.
Right. And maybe you can't do something at that moment, if you put yourself in harm's way, but at least you could call the police and say, hey.
Yeah, do something.
Should we talk about, I don't know if we want to keep talking about their story, if we want to talk about her story, if we want to talk about his brother and then the sister-in-law. I mean, that's a great story.
Honestly, so out of all of it, though, my favorite was, as we already mentioned, the brother and sister-in-law.
That was mine.
It was my favorite.
Yes.
I mean, their story and it made it for him.
Me too.
Like the main characters,
Right.
I was more excited about the second wife.
Tell me about it.
Well, so they had an arranged marriage, and our sweet, I don't know his real name. Is that terrible? Yoon Park.
Yep.
He plays the older brother, So Si-won, and he is just so sweet, and she
Quirky.
very, very quirky.
He's like the president of the company, isn't he?
I think so. And you know what? He plays really good, sweet, quirky characters.
Yes.
That's what Dr. Slump taught us.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's like they took that character and transplanted it. Anyway. But so as I said, I'm repeating myself a lot today. A lot.
She lived in Paris, right?
That's right. His wife was in Paris. And they haven't spent any time together.
No.
And how long have they been married? A year? Almost a year. Not quite.
Okay. I was thinking it was 2 years,
I
but it
think
was only a year.
They celebrated their 2-year anniversary.
Oh,
so
so
when
wow.
she came back, it was probably a year and a half, I would guess.
Okay, that's it. Very,
Yeah.
you remember.
Scary.
It is. He's kind of obsessive with her, even though she's in Paris. He not Facebook, Instagram. That's what we do. We Facebook
Yeah.
stalk. He Instagram stalks her basically.
Okay, but remember, he's banned from social media.
Yes, he
He can't
is.
do something posted.
Yeah,
Right.
by the family. The
Right.
families.
Yeah, so he's probably, I don't know, has he like come up with a
Yeah, like a fake
fake
profile.
Yeah.
profile so that he can, and that's all he does. He will stalk her because
Uh-huh.
she literally photographs everything she does because her family owns a department store, right? Or stores or malls or something. And so everything she wears, everywhere she goes, the car she drives, I mean, everything is advertising her and her family. So she puts everything out there,
Yeah.
even food.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's true.
and he looks at it all.
Yeah. And he even acts like they have a relationship because he'll say, oh, yes, I know she was here and she ate this, and trying to act like they have some solid relationship where they talk, but they don't even speak to each other.
No?
It's so odd.
Yeah. Well, and there's all kinds of rumors that they were married just to be married, which was true.
Yeah,
I
it was an
think.
arranged marriage.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
but then she like
Comes back.
like things are weird in his house and he's used to being a bachelor and things being a certain way and he's like he thinks he's losing his marbles, right? Because she's been there.
And I love how it all plays out.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so cute.
It's cute.
It's
Because they
cute.
really get to know each other. And also, I feel like it's a good example of couples and misunderstandings and
Oh,
talking
yeah.
through things and communication. And you rarely see that in a drama.
Right.
It's like you watch them
Yeah.
grow and communicate and fight and
Yeah.
fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they show a scene when I think it's when they're first married and they're on a plane and
I think
don't-
that was their first date.
was
Yeah.
it their first
Yeah.
date before they were
Yeah.
married? Okay. And it was like the only time they'd spent any time together, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's the most they've spent together.
Yeah.
Married.
Right. And so, they're like complete opposites. One's hot, one's cold, one likes white wine, one likes red wine, right?
Mhm.
But then it's so tender because she's sleeping and he realizes that she's cold. And so he takes his blanket off of him and puts it on her. And then you realize she's not really sleeping, but you can tell that she was really touched by what he had just done. So I just thought that was so sweet.
And I think that's why she chose to marry him, because she thought he cares about people. And I
Yeah.
think that was enough for her.
Yeah, I didn't think about that being
Yeah.
the reason why, but yeah.
Because she had said that she's been on blind dates and they might as well have one in a plane because.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. And then for their
Mhm.
anniversary, I mean, when I watched this, there were so many things like, oh, I need to remember that. And then of course I don't, but they're coming up on their second anniversary and they've told each other that they like each other. So they both know, but there's still some awkward, weird stuff. But she goes all out and she makes this video and she goes and makes pottery. I don't know what they're called, the glasses and everything, and writes on them. And she's so excited. And then she gets this present from him, which is a necklace and some flowers, and they're going out to dinner, and she just thinks that now they're full on. It's their anniversary. They're celebrating for the first time, and he hasn't a clue. And she's heartbroken,
Yeah. And Chris Harry did all of it.
which is normal, right? Because all in the dramas as we see, not that we know in real life, but he certainly makes it up. And then they really have a good love story.
They do. They do.
They do.
I mean,
They
if you
do.
haven't seen it, watch it just for them. That, I mean, that
Yeah.
alone makes it worth it.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
It is so cute.
Yeah.
And the older brother is always giving love advice to his younger brother, and he gives terrible advice. He does, but it's also kind of good sometimes. I mean, he encourages him.
Right.
With
He has no clue because he really hasn't done it himself. But that was something I was going to bring out is their relationship. I love the relationship between the two brothers too.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really special.
Mhm.
And they, a lot of these when it's, there's so much conflict between
Right.
the children,
Right.
that
Mhm.
there's always backstabbing and, everybody's out for
Right.
number one. And these two, there was none of that. They loved each other through and through, and they
Mhm.
just were there for each other
right.
and wanted the best for each other. So
Mhm.
I like that whole element too.
Me too. It was nice because it seems like in these dramas with these,
Cables or whatever.
thank you. You know exactly where my brain was headed.
I didn't want to say the word wrong.
Yes. There's power struggle and
Mhm.
everything. But
Mhm. Yeah.
what did you guys think of the love triangle? They tried to bring in a love triangle.
Yeah.
The painter.
Oh, yes. That's right.
And that's what we think about the love triangle. I mean,
That's
I
right.
like the fact that at the end, he and Juan became friends.
yeah.
I like that part of it. The love triangle part wasn't
Mm-mm.
my favorite, but it was okay. It wasn't the worst, but
It was mostly unnecessary.
Right.
yeah, because the two of them just, even though they weren't together, and she was doing everything she could to break up with him, there was nobody that was going to get between them. It
Mhm.
didn't
know.
matter who it was.
And even though, I mean, the painter, she was somewhat likable, somewhat. I mean, if he wasn't, nothing to dislike really, but it's like you just could never see it really.
Right.
They
Mhm.
should have developed that better or something. So you actually are like torn. I was never torn.
I was never torn, and I never thought for a moment she would even entertain it.
Mhm.
So to me, it just was unrealistic. Well, I mean, I guess a lot of people have unrealistic expectations if they like somebody, but I don't know. And then what about her brother?
Oh yeah.
Wei Jang Hee?
Oh yeah. He looked familiar to me.
Yes, he does look familiar.
Why does he look? He looks like.
We've seen him in something, but I don't know what.
But okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but he looks like someone. Oh, let me look. Let me look it up. I don't really know who he looks like, but he looks like someone I've seen a lot. But
Mm-hmm. I know what you
He
mean.
was in It's Okay Not to Be Okay.
oh,
Really?
like
I think
Flowers
so.
and Sand, A Time Called You,
When the
Okay, I've
camellia
seen all
blooms.
those.
Horse and Romance.
Am I
Oh.
looking at the wrong one? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong person.
Maybe I am.
Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at Kim Tae-jung.
Oh, no, I was looking at the wrong person. So never mind.
Kim Tae-jung.
Oh,
It says
you're right. So it's his character name is Haji Suk.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. She was okay.
She didn't have a huge part in everything other than, I mean, that was kind of part of her
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
reasoning was because she needed to take care of him.
Yeah. But I'm like, he was like, I don't want you to take care of me.
Right.
I don't want to go to school. I want to figure out what I want. I don't want to just spend your money.
Yes, that was good.
And then I mean, he gave her issues with the whole school thing.
Yeah.
But he really respected her and loved her for what she put up with and what she did to get them out of that situation. At one point he says, you're you were my father and you were my mother and you're the only family I need, or that, to him, that was it. So
There were some emotional parts in this.
Yeah.
Now, when you said that, I was like, oh, remembering.
right.
And he was surprised when he found out that, what did he call him?
I don't know. He had a really mean nickname.
He did.
But I don't remember what it was.
And when he found out that he was Furbot,
I know. Yeah, he'd make fun of him and say,
Yeah.
break up with him, break up with him. Yes. And I don't know if he ever really comes around, comes to terms with it, but you would think he'd be like head over heels, like, oh, you're rich, and automatically like him, but he doesn't.
No, he liked him just because I think of the way he treated his sister, and the money meant, just like the money meant nothing to her, it meant nothing to him too.
Yeah, he was still skeptical at first, but eventually.
Yeah. The mother.
Yeah.
and
The one scene I like, though, and there's this part where the mother's going through a hard time, and the two brothers take her on a trip.
Yes.
I just loved that.
Yes.
It was like awkward family moment.
Yep.
But there was something heartwarming about their efforts.
Right. And she came around and, loosened up, I guess you would say, because she
I
just,
had.
oh my word. And when she had to push the car.
That was so funny. Yeah.
So with all of the bad things she did at the end, I think she made up for it at the end,
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I did like their romance through the whole thing. I mean, it was, but I think it was good. And I like the fact that we got to see them get married, kind of.
You know how we like it wrapped up with a pretty bow.
Exactly. So I like that part of it too. I don't know. There were some things that really stood out, and 2 days ago I thought, oh, I won't forget that. Now I've forgotten it.
Yeah.
So
Overall, I really like the drama. It's not one of my ultimate favorites,
yeah.
but I like it, and I feel like it's worth watching.
And music. I did like the music in it too. Do you remember the music?
not offhand.
There wasn't a ton of it, but I liked what was there.
Oh,
So
now I want to go back and listen.
Yes.
I don't even remember.
yeah.
All right, what else do we want to say, or are we ready to rate it?
I don't know. There was other things, but I can't think of what it was. So
You
I'm
haven't
good.
said much, Mom.
I thought I've said a lot. I liked the second couple.
The other one really matters. It's all coming back to me, not what you said. Okay, what would you rate it?
I would give it 3.5.
Oh, I think I would give it a 4 or a 4.5. 'Cause I liked it.
And I think I would give it a 4.
Okay. All right. There you have it. I guess. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait.
Do you do that? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it. But before we go, I want to remind you, like us on Facebook and comment on any post on Facebook or X, and we will choose one person to be the winner of some K-drama bling.
Awesome. Do we get to enter too?
Sure. We'll choose one person, comment on any of our posts to enter, to win.
Amen. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the K-Drama Divas podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as we did. Before we part ways, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts. Connect with us on social media at K-Drama Divas to stay up to date on recent podcasts and to share your thoughts and recommendations.